Good evening. My name is Sandra Deschamps, and I would like to post this thread to Discussion Board 1. As I open this thread, I would like to share with you some quotes from Kevin Ekstrom from the Dallas News in 2010. It gives us a good idea of where we can start. It says, if you want to understand America, you have to understand where we have been, where we are, and where we're going. We cannot move forward without understanding the religious currents that course through American life. He later in the article went on to say that religion is woven into the DNA of America. It is found in our hospitals, in our schools, in almost every shape and form of American life. Now, the Puritans came to America in order to establish a better way of life and free from tyranny, in order to establish their own religion. Now, as they did this, they used the Bible as their basis, in which they established that if the Bible told them to do something, then that is what should be done, or if the Bible told them not to do something, then that was clearly not to be done. And they believed that God would honor them and restore them and establish them under these precepts. Now, the Puritans have brought to American society a specific set of values that we can find listed in an article by Yin Kang. Now, Yin Kang says that the values established by the Puritans brought the character of who we are as a nation. One of those character traits is hard work and dedication, and that we found in the Puritan way of life. If you didn't work, you didn't eat. So they brought that to us as a way of establishing character. They also were very committed to education, and we found evidence of that in our text where they talked about the establishment of the New England Primer. Now, in education, of course, God was at the center of their education, and families took a very keen interest in making sure that their children were raised with biblical values while they were learning the reading, writing, and math, or reading, writing, and arithmetic, as we called it when we grew up. Now, Puritans also influenced not only education, and they provided us with a strong work ethic. Those are very important impacts into social life, but as a society, we also look to the Puritans in the establishment of the form of government that they brought us. Now, democracy wasn't exactly the way that we see it now with the Puritans. The Puritans were very religious, very legalistic in their manners, but they did bring us the foundation of American democracy that we believe as Americans, the founding fathers, have continued to desire for our country to live on. I also want to talk about American individualism. And that is something also that the Puritans brought to us, and we can find that in the same article by Yin Kang. This article was a review of European studies, and I find it interesting that it was a foreigner that brought us this article, and she clearly has some great ideas about how Puritans impacted society. One of the things that I would like to conclude with as we talk about how they influenced social life is the conclusion she brings us. And it says this: the dominance of Puritanism has disappeared. Obviously, we can see that our culture has become very diverse. We have lots of different religions and religious ideas, but we cannot deny that American values are probably quite different than where the Puritans have brought us, but the basics still conform to American Puritanism: hard work, dedication, an American form of government where we have democracy, and, of course, religion and our choice for religious freedom. I believe that without religion, our society would not see the growth and the blessings of God that we've seen to this point. And I am thankful that the Puritans came to bring us that religious freedom.